Hey, it's Doug with Backcountry Pilgrim, and I want to talk to you today about this cool new stove setup that I have been using lately. This is the Fire Maple Petrel Titanium Ultralight Remote Stove. I've been very impressed with this little guy. It combines some of the very best features of the kind of older school remote stoves like the MSR Whisperlight, with many of the benefits of the ultralight screw-on canister type stoves that are very popular with backpackers today. Now, what I liked about the MSR Whisperlight is that it had 3 legs, which kept the stove above ground, but also gave it a good center of gravity. The 3 legs made it easier to get the stove level because if it wasn't in one place, you could simply turn it until it was. The thing I don't like about the ultralight canister stoves is that you have to find a flat area, at least the size of the canister, in order for it to be stable. Turning it won't do any good because it is a circle. Further, if you really just can't find a level area, it is a lot easier to prop up a leg or 2 on a tripod type setup than it is to put something under a circle because it can still roll. The trouble with the MSR Whisperlight was it weighed quite a bit and it did not fold down very small. Further, the white gas type stoves, while they work in more environments, are a lot more difficult to use. The Fire Maple Petrel Ultralight Remote Stove combines the 3-leg tripod style of other remote stoves, so it's got excellent stability and strength, but because it is made of titanium, it is very lightweight, and it folds down small enough to fit in a 750 milliliter pot. The stove weighs in at 3.4 ounces, which sounds like a lot if you're used to the little 1-ounce Chinese stoves, but you're getting a lot for those extra couple of ounces. The low burner keeps it close to the ground for a steadier setup, and the adjustment valve is over by the canister, letting you change the flame without having to reach underneath a hot pot or near a burning flame. The control valve also allows you to change the flame's intensity to 3 or 4 different spots, whereas most of the cheaper canister stoves are pretty much on or off. Now, these 3 legs not only make for a more stable base, they also make for a stronger support for the pots. This little ultralight stove easily handled the biggest pot in my kitchen with 2 liters, over 4 pounds of water in it, and is actually rated to be able to take nearly 8 pounds. Now, you probably will never need that in the backcountry, but knowing that a stove this light is that stable makes for a lot more confidence with whatever you're doing. Now, the Fire Maple pots are actually designed to sit on the 3-pronged arms that this stove has. That is because the pots have a heat sink surround that spreads the heat out and doesn't waste it by simply blowing it off the sides. Instead, these little metal fins heat up, making for a much more efficient system. However, you can put a regular pot on the Petrel Ultralight stove as well. There is no built-in ignition, but these tend to not last very long in these kinds of stoves anyway, so that was not really something I missed. Using the stove in connection with the pot, you can boil 500 milliliters of water in well under 2 minutes using only 6 grams of fuel. Now, the 750 milliliter pot is a great size because that's usually about right for a complete backpacker meal plus a cup of coffee, and this will easily fit a standard 230 gram canister, the included windscreen, and the Petrel stove without anything inside banging around or getting too tight. When the stove is folded up, it's only about 1.3 inches thick, and it's 3 by 4 by 3 by 7 wide. Now, speaking of the pot, the Petrel Aluminum G2 is a 750 milliliter pot that weighs 6.5 ounces. It's 5 by 5 by 5.8, 9 inches when the handle is extended. It's got a great lid with a V-shaped pour spout, so you don't have to worry about liquid pouring all over the place when you go to dump it, and the transparent Triton lid helps you monitor boiling without having to constantly take that lid off. It's also got a nice silicone grip on the pot lid and the pot handle, which does not transfer heat, so it's not too difficult to operate the system safely. Both the stove and the pot together run $85 and weigh less than 10 ounces. That is a good deal from a good company, and for the foreseeable future, I believe this is going to be my go-to setup. Your cook system is a very important part of your backpacking kit, and I've got other videos here that you can take a look at if you wish to see some other options. If this video has helped you out, would you mind pushing that like button and subscribe to Backcountry Pilgrim if you are into hiking, camping, backpacking, and the gear that goes with it. Until next time, I'm Doug. Thanks for watching.